with similar triangles, we said before, these guys are going to have the same shape. But they're going to have different sizes, but the sizes are going to be, there's going to be proportions, okay? So side lengths will be proportional. Okay? Side lengths will be proportional. Corresponding side lengths will be proportional. Okay? And I guess I should write that there for you, just to emphasize. So corresponding side lengths will be proportional, and also corresponding angle measures, and watch out for this one, corresponding angle measures are equal. Okay. Just because I increase the size or decrease the size, that is not going to affect the angle measures. Okay. Now let's do this. Let's draw these two triangles. I'm going to make them to the best of my ability, so please leave all your negative comments in the comment section below. Yeah, not really straight, but good enough for YouTube, right? So if I say that these triangles are similar, let me just label these guys. I'll say this is A, B, C, and this guy is D, E, F. If I want to tell you that these guys are similar, here's the notation that I will use. I will say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. That is the notation we would use for expressing similar triangles. So this guy means is similar to. Okay? Now here's what that means if these guys are really similar. According to what we just said above, angle measures are going to be equal. So that means the measure of angle A would equal the measure of angle what? The measure of angle D, because it has to be the corresponding angles, right? The measure of angle C is equal to the measure of angle what? F. So the angle measures are going to be the same, right? If you used a protractor, you would find out that this angle measure here would equal the same as this guy. You may say, but the angle's bigger. It's not bigger. It extends further for the triangle on the right, but the angle here between these two rays is still going to measure the same. Now we said that corresponding side lengths are proportional, and here's what that means. That would mean that the length from A to C compared to D to F, so we have to talk about corresponding parts here, this guy would be proportional or equal to another set of corresponding parts. So you could say AB to length DE. These guys are going to be proportional. So here's what that means. If in this diagram I tell you that this guy is 10 centimeters and this guy here is 30 centimeters. Since these triangles are the triangles are similar, that means that their side lengths are proportional. So from here to here, you see that it's increasing by a factor of what? No. When I say a factor, I'm talking about multiplication, right? So to go from 10 to 30 is by a factor of what? 3. So if I were to say this guy has a side length of 7 centimeters. what would the length of D to E be? 21, because it's still that same scale factor. If you don't believe me, check out the ratio that we have here. If you didn't know this guy, let's suppose we didn't know this, and I said this guy is equal to X. Okay? I'm saying that AC, 10, to DF, which is 30, it would have the same ratio as AB, which is 7, to DE, which if we label this as X, we have created a proportion, right? And what do we know about proportions? You were just solving them on your last quiz. You know that in a proportion, the cross products are equal, right? Yeah. So that means if you were to solve this, you would have 10x is equal to 30 times 7 is what? 210. Divide by the coefficient of x, which is 10, and you find out that x equals 21. Now you may say, wait, why did I need to go through all that when I could have just looked at the picture and I knew I needed to multiply times 3? Well, do we always see what the factor is? No. And is it always nice numbers? No. So that's why we want to still remember we can use proportions. Well, what if in this diagram I said this guy was equal to 36 centimeters? How could you find this guy if we were to label him, say, Y? Right, so to go from here to here is multiplying times 3. And as Alana pointed out, if I go backwards this way, from the big one to the small one, it's division by 3, right? So 30 divided by 3 is 10. 21 divided by 3 is 7. 36 divided by 3 would make this guy equal to what? Would make it equal to 12. Do you guys believe me on that? So let's see what you can do if I tell you that some things are similar, and see if you can find the corresponding side.